Here we go. So today I'm going to talk about how I got all the rewards basically from last season, all the sort of major OP cards that came out, D Wade, Iggy, we got them all pretty quickly. The last 2 weeks of the season, we didn't really have anything left to do. So we got them all quickly. I'm going to run you through how that happened and actually some changes because I think I made some mistakes and I'm going to talk about things I'm going to do slightly differently next season. But it should provide a really good template on how to kind of plan for season 4 and what to approach and when to approach it and how to get a good balance doing all these different things to ultimately get all the rewards. Before we do that, guys, the video I dropped yesterday had a response that, it's not even close to any other video I've ever dropped. It's probably got 5 times the views at this point than any video I've ever dropped before. We had loads of subs come through. We had people joining the Facebook group, which is always amazing. It's my favorite place on the internet is that Facebook group. I have to say thank you. Like it's absolutely crazy the support that I'm getting. People reached out. Some of the comments were fantastic. You guys gave me an amazing 24 hours, and I want to say thank you. Equally, I just want to talk a little bit about what this kind of channel is about first, because I do occasionally get a message from these kind of elitist, toxic weirdos. I want to be really clear about what this channel is about. If you are an elitist, toxic weirdo whose entire self-worth is built into some misguided values about how you should approach playing a video game, this channel ain't for you. Keep it moving. There's plenty of places on the internet that you can talk to like-minded people and have a really toxic conversation. This channel is about helping new players, average players, maybe even good players get better at the game. To do it with sort of, the least hassle possible and get the most out of the game. That's what this channel is about. And I want to talk to the guys, who have subbed and that do support me and do follow me. Don't ever let anyone tell you how to play this game. There is no answer. There is no one way to play this game. Don't let anyone take you down a road where they're getting in your head and telling you that you have to do things a certain way or you lose your credibility. Just ignore it. Just bit of horrible people. Just ignore it. This community is the best place to be. So if you are, again, looking for tips and tricks and all of that stuff, subscribe to the channel and join the Facebook group because it is probably the healthiest place I've ever seen in the sort of 2K community in terms of people helping, supporting each other and everything else. We kick anyone out who's toxic. Same for the YouTube channel, same for the Facebook group, everything else. So let's get into today's video. I'm going to talk about the XP agenda first. So last season was the first time I did the XP agenda and I'll be honest with you, I didn't really enjoy it. I've said in previous videos, there was only a handful of cards that would ever make me do it and D Wade was one of them. We don't know what the reward is yet, but what I can tell you already is the reward will be worth it. When Curry dropped, obviously he's still one of the best point guards in the game, and he's sort of 3 months old now. Blake, even when he dropped, everyone was like, oh, I don't know if he's going to be a great card, but he turned out to be one of the best cards in the game, and D Wade is the best card in the game. So we know the XP agenda will be worth it. So I probably will do it. I think, just even for content reasons, I'm going to keep doing it. But my approach last season was basically to get through it as quickly as possible. And the reason I did that is because I wasn't enjoying the process. Playing 100 games of triple threat offline and all these different things, it just wasn't fun for me. So I got through it really quickly. And we got Wade probably a day after the first person got him. We probably could have got him earlier, but I was really burning out. I was going at such a pace that I was burning out. So that's actually the first thing I'm going to change. My tips for the XP agenda are make sure you do the daily challenges. When you add all the daily challenges up, they're always very easy, but it's about 25 to 30,000 XP. That's really the thing that's going to keep you on track. And they're never difficult. They don't involve buying any players and all of that. You're getting sort of 500-ish XP a day. So that to me is the real key. Outside of that, there are things I'm going to change. So I think the first thing I'm going to change is, I was doing a lot of this sort of smaller challenges. I've spoken before about that Simbula trying to get, dunks with him or whatever it was, 20 dunks that you had to get with him. And I'm just kind of sitting on TT offline and just trying to dunk with this card who can't dunk. I'm not going to do that again. I realised, having seen the XP agenda all the way through, and especially what dropped after I got Wade, they were dropping 3,000 XP a day for like minimal things, the Curry challenges and like 1,000 for a Jokic challenge. And then they dropped these kind of whole host of challenges that were 500 each. Take your time with it. Do the dailies because I think they're really easy. You just got to play a game of Unlimited or put a badge on a player or put a contract on a player. Do all of that. But outside of that, take your time. There's another reason as well. Like when the TT Offline XP dropped, I kind of raced through it. I tried to get those 100 wins as quickly as possible. And then I kind of felt a bit foolish afterwards because Embry dropped basically just after I completed the TT Offline challenges. So I'm going to wait. Like on challenges like that, I'm just going to wait until the end of the season. Because if I'm going to play 100 games of TT Offline, I want to do it when the best rewards are on the board. Same with TT Online, right? RJ dropped and we needed him for something else, but I'd already completed TT Online. So I'm just playing extra games all the time to get other rewards because I'd already completed the challenges to begin with. So I think anything that's sort of game mode specific, unlimited, whatever, I'm going to wait until maybe the last 10 days of the season and hope there's better rewards when I then do those challenges so I can kill two birds with one stone. I've spoken about renting players, and I did rent a lot of players last season. I don't think I'm going to do that as much this season. I do rent in a way, and I have videos on this. If you check out an XP Agenda video I posted before about how I maintained MT and didn't lose MT. In fact, I was making MT from flipping players for that, for the XP Agenda. So that's going to be my approach. I'm just going to slow it right down. I'm not going to try and get the reward 2 weeks before the end of the season. I'm probably going to try and get it a week before the end of the season just to be safe. But I'm not going to go overboard. I'm not going to, buy loads of players. I'm not going to try and complete all the challenges quickly. Anything that's going to sit there till the end of the season, I'm just going to tick through really slowly and make sure I play them at the right time to maximize the rewards I get from doing those challenges. Next, I'm going to talk about Unlimited. And Unlimited last season, I mean, we just had an amazing season. Like, we got Iggy first attempt. I think we went 68 and 11. The previous season, I didn't get Ewing. And I did try a couple of times to get him. I just didn't get him. So, we were very lucky. But after I got Iggy, I carried on playing. I've probably played 50 odd games since then. And I've actually had a better record since I've got Iggy than before. And there's reasons for that. Like, I've got a series on how to go 12-0. And the first part of that series is timing. The best time to play Unlimited. The worst time to play Unlimited is at the start of the season because every Super Sweat is trying to get that card as quickly as possible. Now, I don't really care what the reward is for Unlimited. Like, it's really about completing Unlimited. I'm hoping the reward will be a little bit better, but it's really just about completing it. I am going to play early. If you struggle with Unlimited, do not play in the first week because honestly, every sweat is going to be on the game. Those 11 games that I lost, before getting Iggy, 8 of those were in the first week. Right, so, I was just running into sweats, who were all going 12-0 probably in the first few days, trying to get it done as quickly as possible. I kept running into the same players again and again who were beating me. 3 of those games I lost back to back. It was the same guy, and obviously he probably did get Iggy because he beat me 3 times in a row. So stay off it. I am going to jump on it early because I've got quite a specific strategy. It's really important with Unlimited that you don't care about your record. Look, if I have to post my record on YouTube videos every day and I'm not bothered about it, you shouldn't be either. Set yourself a goal, whatever it is, 60, 70, 75, 80%, whatever you think is good. Set yourself a goal for the entire season. Your record will gradually get better as it goes. At the start of the season, there was a point where my record was about 70%. By the end of the season, it was 87%. Now, the reason I'm going to play it early is because you can afford to take losses early on. I just want to get to the sort of diamond tier probably within a week. I think that's my goal. If I can get to the diamond tier within a week, we might have to rerun some boards. We might have to do Amethyst a couple of times, depending on how sweaty it is. But that's that. If that happens, that's fine. I'm going to jump into play for fun. And in the first week, I'm going to try and get to the diamond tier. By the end of the second week, I'm going to try and get to the Galaxy Opal tier. And again, it gives me time. If I fail on the pink diamond board, I get to run it again. And I'm still on schedule. If I can be at the Galaxy Opal tier within 2 weeks, then it leaves me 4 weeks to basically attempt going 12-0. Now, like I said, last season we were very lucky. We just did it the first time. But this season, I'm very, very confident that, maybe on the pink diamond tier or the Galaxy Opal tier, we'll have to run these things multiple times. We won't be as lucky. But if I'm just basically giving myself 4 weeks to go and get that main Unlimited reward, and basically I'm just playing Unlimited for fun and the reward becomes kind of a byproduct of me just enjoying the game, then I'll be much more confident I'll get the reward. And like I said, this season I played better once I got Iggy because the pressure was off. In terms of the squad I'm going to run, there's a gameplay in the background. It's going to be a squad similar to this. I'm going to run an 8-man. I've run really low overalls before, like 79, 82, things like that. I don't want to do that this season because I'm not finding it as enjoyable. Like, watch the series. If you're really struggling, run a low overall. Like I said, do not care what anyone else thinks. It's none of their business. If they want to go out and sweat and never see a reward in their life and everything's just about kudos and playing the game and testing their manhood on a daily basis. Listen, I've got plenty in my life that kind of secures my manhood. I don't need a video game to do that, and I'm sure you're the same. Do what you need to do. Like I said, if you struggle, run a lower overall. It'll get you a few more wins. But I'm going to run a slightly higher overall this season. I want to make sure I've got rotational players in. I want to make sure I can use timeouts and things like that. But that's basically the timeline. First week, we're going to try and get to Diamond. Second week, we're going to try and get to the Galaxy Opal tier. And hopefully then we'll have enough time to just have a few cracks at it to try and get that main reward. Do I think I'm 100% going to get that reward? No. If you'd asked me this season, I probably said I had a 40-50% chance of getting it. I think I've got a little bit better, maybe a 60% chance of getting it, but it's not guaranteed, and don't worry about it, don't stress about it, it just doesn't matter. The final thing I'm going to touch on is Limited, and Limited has been pretty good, the rewards have been pretty good, and I think they'll be even better this season, as expected. I really like that Aaron Gordon card, I'm really glad I did Limited. So I'm going to talk about my approach to Limited, and then I'm going to talk about what I'm going to do next season. So I tend to get Limited done super quick. So as soon as it drops, like when Aaron Gordon dropped, just to give you an example, I had him within 3 minutes of him dropping because that's how I approach it. As soon as it drops, I jump on the game mode and, I try and get the ring as quickly as I can. It was really easy last season. Like, I think I played a total of 6 hours trying to get the ring across the 6 weekends. I'm going to do the same thing again, but I have found that if you wait, because there was a couple of weeks this season where I played Limited a bit more, right, on a Saturday or a Sunday because there was really good rewards in there. I picked up loads of duplicates and things like that for the Season of Giving cards. So I jumped back on it a few times. I did find that playing it on, as soon as that card drops is probably the toughest time to play it, to be honest. So if you do want to have an easier run on Limited, wait until sort of Saturday, Sunday. You'll run into a lot more casual players. I think you'll get wins a lot quicker. And even if you're looking to stack wins, Saturday and Sunday are the time to do it. If you think about the sweatier players, especially in the first few weeks, they're going to jump on as soon as they can to get that ring and then jump probably back on Unlimited to try and get the 12 and 0 done. So if you want to get Limited done and if you want to make it easy, I would probably wait until Saturday and Sunday, let the sweats get off the mode. Obviously, a few of them might jump on if there's extra rewards and things like that, but really Saturday and Sunday, it's just a lot easier. That's how I would approach it. The final thing I want to cover is just the combination, especially when it comes to XP, when you have to kind of do multiple game modes at once. Like, there was a few things that kind of annoyed me about the XP last season. Like Limited, for example, like I said, I'd get it done on the Friday, I'd get it done really quickly. And it seemed to be like every Sunday, the daily XP was play a game of Limited. And I was like, I've already done that, and you've made me play 5 games over the weekend. So I probably played 5 games on Friday. So I think just patience and just waiting is going to be the key to all of this to kind of be efficient. Like, I was really successful last year. We literally got every reward card in the game, whether it was Jeff Malone, Antoine Walker, all the Season of Giving cards, Embry. We literally got every reward, Larry Nance as well, apart from, what was his name? Connie Hawkins from the Ascension board. Like, I just didn't pull him because it wasn't really in my control. We had a lot of success, but I was not efficient. Like, I just wasn't efficient. I was having to play multiple excess games, which I knew if I'd just been a little bit more patient with it all, that I wouldn't have had to do. I think I was sweating a lot harder than I needed to. Even with Unlimited, like I said, we got it done first time, which was great. But that run was so sweaty, like, it was so stressful. I remember the 12 and 0 run, like the 4th game, I ran into like a modded controller. I think the 8th game, I won by like a buzzer beater. It wasn't easy. So I think just slowing everything down and kind of planning your time across the whole season, prioritizing different things, is more than possible to get every reward out of that season. And we know, I mean, credit to 2K, we know how good these rewards have been. You're looking at the sort of top 5 cards in the game, probably 3 of them are free cards right now. Wade, Curry's, there's quite a few. So it's definitely worth, trying to get as much out of the sort of the game modes as you can, especially in terms of like free rewards and the high overall cards that you can pick up. They'll really help you build a squad. You won't have to spend money. They do a lot for you, having these cards in your squad. So that's everything. That's my approach. I'm going to slow it right down. Obviously, you're going to be with me on that journey. I look forward to, the days where I post a video saying I lost on Unlimited or got demoted or whatever. Like, we're going to try and be as humble as we can this season. Just whatever happens, happens. Our goal is just to enjoy this game, get a little bit better at it, and try and get as much as we can out the game, with as little hassle as possible. Guys, thank you so much again. I cannot thank you enough for the support that you're giving me. If you haven't dropped a sub, please do. Subs are going up every day, and we're such a small channel. Every sub, every like just helps massively. Thank you again. Drop a comment below. Let me know what your plans are for next season. And until next time, thanks for watching.